what do I do when I feel that my passion has dwindled or has somehow become less than what it was because I have become somehow satisfied or at peace, when I know this is some kind or level of stagnancy, all my love? What do I do when I feel that the passion burning somehow to see, to awaken as... So this passion, this fire, the drive to see or to awaken to the self has cooled off, you're saying, and has somehow become less than what it was in the past, because I have become satisfied or at peace. So when you're feeling satisfied, when you're truly feeling at peace, then the burning will not be there. The burning will have to go. The burning brought you to peace. It brought you to satisfaction, no? So then, the drive to see, to awaken, and I'm reminded of a story, an account of my master's first meeting with Sri Ramana Maharshi, and Papaji had said to the master, he said, I used to see the gods like Rama and Lord Shiva and Parvati. They used to come and visit me. Krishna used to play with me, you see. But now, well, first he was saying this to impress the Maharshi, I think, because he said, can you see God? Can you see God? Because I can see God. Can you see God? You see? And the Maharshi says, well, God is not an object. God is the subject. God is the one seeing. He said, no. Then anyway, after a little bit, when some humility had entered, he confessed to the Maharshi, I used to see the gods. They used to come and play with me. They used to come and greet me. And I like this encounter, you see. But now they have stopped because he went away. Papaji's first meeting with the Maharshi knocked his ego a little bit. And then he said, well, I can see God, but he can't see God. So I'm going to go around. He went to a certain part around Arunachala and found a cave where he wanted to meditate, and he meditated for some time. Then he returned to the Maharshi, and he said, that I used to see these gods. They used to come and play with me. Lord Krishna used to play with me. But they stopped coming. You see? Also the Maharshi had asked him, where are they now? Can you show me them? He said, well, they don't come anymore. So Maharshi says, what good is a God who comes and goes? Then, because he says, they used to come and play with me, now they don't come. And he was perplexed. And listen to what the Maharshi said to him. He asked him first, how did you come to this place? Because Papaji was already from the north of India, and Sri Ramana Maharshi was living in Tiruvannamalai in the south of India. How did you come to this place? Well, sir, I took a train. I got to this place. Then from there, I took also, he says, when you got there, what did you do? He says, from there, I got for instance, a horse and like a bull and carriage. I got a bull and carriage. Then you went to which place? Then I came to this place. Okay, he says, when you got to the first place, the train stopped because it could not go any further. It was not needed any further. So it stopped right there, and you continued, took another thing, and that thing took you here. And when it took you here, it could go no further. It served its purpose, so then it's gone. And you came here, now you're here. Same way with the gods, they were visiting you because your mind needed this. But then through your own sadhana, then you did not need them anymore. You don't need them to come in this way anymore. So they also leave you. Now I'm reading this thing. what do I do when I feel that the passion and the burning to see and to awaken has dwindled and somehow become less than it was before, because I have become somewhat satisfied and at peace. So you put satisfied like this and at peace, like you want to draw attention to it, like it's not really satisfied, just satisfied and at peace. You see? But actually what has happened, and I feel, is that this desire to awaken and to see was bearing fruit, and therefore they are already calming down, because now they brought you to the place that you were aspiring for. So then, why would you keep on practicing when you reach the place? Why would you keep on looking at the map when you've arrived at the place? You see? So then, but you then say, because there's a doubt here, so these have become less because I have become somewhat satisfied or at peace, when I know that this is some kind or level of stagnancy. Why you say stagnancy, you see? Or is it a false kind of pretense? Maybe it's the mind you've carried the mind with your journey too far, and the mind is already, commenting on how well you're doing. So you feel a kind of peace, feel satisfied or something, but it's not true. So this is why I wanted to talk to you see. It was you? Yeah, come and let's finish it off then. Thanks. Very good. Yeah, I'm caught by this because was I commenting properly about what you're saying? Because you say like this, you see, that the passion and the burning, I don't know what this means, this W stroke 1 or something.
I had put we and then I changed it to I.
Okay, you see. So it's burning to see and to awaken, which you've underlined, that has dwindled, means it's sort of faded and has become somewhat less than what it was because I have become somehow satisfied or at peace. What it means like that.
I'm nervous.
So you're aware of nervousness also. Sometimes you're aware of nervousness. Will this nervousness stop you if the gate was open into the place you want to go and you know that the beloved was there and nervousness is at the gate? Would you turn back?
No.
Okay, so step on through then and let's see. So, to see, to awaken. So this thing has been fading, the burning, the passion is fading and seems somehow to be replaced by satisfaction and peace, which you have put like this. You see, it calls my attention. Is this what you mean, satisfied? When you put like this, it makes me suspicious. So, is it really satisfied? Is it really peace?
No.
No, it's not really peace. Why?
It's... I think you were on something when you said that my mind maybe had gone too far in analyzing it or maybe conceptualizing it.
Yes. But after a while, it will not satisfy. It doesn't satisfy that. It's not that. You can try many tricks conceptually, but it won't satisfy that place inside. So, but you seem to be afraid to make a clear statement. You see? Like, strike, you see? You're using all these things and underlining and scratching things out and writing in shorthand and all this type of stuff. And I don't know what it is. And then you say, it is some kind of or level of stagnancy, all my love, and then you don't sign your name.
No name?
No name.
I didn't think you would pick my card.
You see, she carries on, you see?
Is that non-committal?
Yes. Is that your truth? Is that your true? No. And I really want to meet you. But I don't see you in this. Is it possible?
It's possible.
Is it likely?
This is the chopping block. I'm on the chopping block.
What stands in the way?
Fear.
Fear. And fear of what?
Success.
Of success?
Maybe.
Would success be another way of saying fear of real discovery? The word success, I just want to be clear, because normally success is to do with something, failure or success to do, for what, you see?
Maybe the ultimate reality, the truth.
Yes. You know, it is already here. No? Because sometimes it's like this, because we are imagining through the mind, it's like some kind of black hole or something like that. That's just going to come over and go, or something, I don't know. What do we fear, you see? That something is going to be erased, which is of value? What are you afraid of?
You were talking yesterday about past experiences. I think you were talking about 1978 used that year. I had mine in 1988. And I feel like I made a choice and I backed out because I confronted this fear. And I think I...
Bring the microphone up a little bit.
I was terrified.
Yeah.
I was so close, but I couldn't finish it.
Yes. And what have you been living with all these years? What is it?
Guilt.
Yeah. Guilt. You don't need to take it one day further. Long enough, no? It's long enough. You have not done anything wrong. You have not done anything wrong. The consciousness is playing through like that. And at that time, something did what something could do. And the memory of this is another kind of trap. You know? And even when you speak like this, why I can say so clearly, even, that you are forgiven. If you even say forgiven, I don't know how to say this. It's not, I don't want to say like this. Maybe at a certain place inside you that perhaps need to hear that, to say, listen, you're forgiven. There you are forgiven. But I don't even want to use this word, you see. I don't want to use that word because I don't see you did anything wrong, you see. You know? And I can say that with such confidence and such clarity because I know even then, you see, that was not you. that was somehow, and still is, we're living in the mask of ourself. An idea and a role that consciousness is playing through. Name and that name and whatever. But it's not where I'm trying to speak to you this. That pure awareness self that you are is awaiting discovery. It's not waiting, it's awaiting discovery. Sometimes when I reach this place where I can say this, sometimes it doesn't come easy to say, because sometimes there's so much resistance to hearing this, because it seems like such a leap. It's like such a twist, because we seem to be going in here and you want to go there, and I say, none of that. It's none of this. That yourself is the awareness itself. And this guilt serves nothing at all, you see. It's the guilt of the identity, the guilt of the idea you have held as who you are. You see. And then something hiding, you see, hiding. Everybody's wearing some fig leaf. But it's only the costume. It's only the role. Now that which is not caught in the role, this is what I want to find one who recognizes this thing. Closer than intimacy, and not even close. Gapless, distanceless, you see. But while you're thinking with this identified mind, it just seems miles away. But the mind itself is seen. And the attempt is to get out of mind is seen. And the sense of guilt and the one who feels guilty is also seen. They're all phenomenal, you see. They're not real. That in whose light and presence the phenomenality of all this is recognized. This one, know that to be your own self. It has to be said. The end of suffering. But the mind says, it's a trick. You have to work hard for everything in this life, including enlightenment, You have to work hard. And the hardest thing is enlightenment. Because if I ask you even how many great athletes there are, there's not enough fingers. How many great musicians? How many great doctors, astronauts, liberated beings. That's very, very rare. It's a big hoax. The mind plays a big hoax. And I don't want to even give it such magnitude, like the mind is playing a big hoax. Actually, it's nothing even. This is the paradox, the mystery. Just like I say, your finger can hide the sun. One concept believed in can hide the truth of who you are. I want to say something to you, that is not just a kind of slapdash statement or anything, because maybe you're going to have to work a little bit to stop the reflex to go into this place where your mind goes to, because it is used to that place, and to learn to watch that, because no matter how quick that reflex is, that which is, you see, is faster than that even. And yet it has no speed. Why? Because everything anything that arises, that appears, you see, can only appear in that which is already here. It's because the awareness, your real self, is already here, that even if something was moving at the millionth of a second, it is also perceived in that which does not move. So, to begin to observe that tendency to somehow contract and then identify with that contraction. And I want you to recognize that both those movements are phenomenal, meaning that they are a movement in consciousness, and you cannot be that. Even start there, because this spell is going to turn around. It has to do it. I don't feel that you've... Where have you come from?
California.
Yeah, I don't feel you've come all the way from California for something less than this. It has to be to break this little spell. You see. Without any doubt, you are the Supreme Being. Who has painted a self-portrait as this form and this name. And then all the conditioning that arose around this, somehow acting through this, acting out through this, is watched in you. And you only know this. But the big mystery, the big paradox, is that once we have taken this sleeping tablet of I am the body idea, a blindness comes, and you're not able to see this simple truth. We become the body and the conditioning that arises in this body, and take ourselves to be this. And this is responsible for so much pain. And this is the great life, this is the great play, because you always have the advantage, because you can come out of that. Not that you have to develop the skill to be strong enough, not strength, understanding, and openness, and freedom from arrogance. A kind of humility helps to put light again in the place where there seemed to be something dark. It will happen, has to happen.